Tony Shepard, CEO of Breath of Life Records. This week's webisode is going to be a little different. And the reason why is because everyone has been watching the webisodes and said, where has Rebekkah come from? We've never heard of her before. So this entire webisode is really kind of just a backdrop as to where Rebekkah came from. I've known her since she was 14, and she is an amazing singer. I really love how she interprets a song. There's something about her where it radiates from the inside. It's kind of hard to explain. Once you actually start listening to some of her material, you'll kind of get a glimpse of what I'm talking about. But she is just really anointed. And I want you to be able to experience the Rebekkah that I know. So here's a glimpse of Rebekkah Adrielle.
Well, I started singing when I was 2 years old. That was the first time. My mother was the one that got me into the whole music, singing, and she saw that I had a talent. She saw that I would listen to her sing because she used to sing in church. When she would practice, she had a little karaoke machine, and I would grab the microphone and I would just start singing. And she said that it was very clear, and it wasn't out of tune or anything. I was on point. I was in tune, and that's where it all started. She thought that I had a talent, and that's how it developed. Singing was not always my passion. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My mother would pay me to sing sometimes. She would force me, basically, and it got to the point where I loathed singing. I love music, but I loathed singing because my mom was always hounding me. She would always want to show me off to people, and sing something for so-and-so, sing, I would always have that pressure, and I hated it. I started hating singing. So, and I think she realized that at a good time, because I was 8 when she finally realized what she was doing, and she was like, you know what? So she backed off. She realized, and after a while, I started missing it. I started missing it. And I would tell her, I'm like, Mom, nobody's inviting me to go sing anymore. I'm not doing anything. And, so that's where it started to grow in me again. When I was around 8 years old, that's when it started to come back, and I wanted to do it for myself. When I was 11, we took a trip to the Philippines, to Cagayan de Oro, and that kind of really just changed my perspective on ministry, on what it's really about. Music was something that you don't just sing in the shower, and it's not just something that you listen to the radio. I mean, music has power over people's lives. Like, I was 11 years old, and people would come up to me. They were grateful. They thought I had a gift, and they were touched by the music. And I was just a kid, I wasn't even that great. But I think that kind of changed my perspective on my career, on what I wanted to do, ministry, and that really affected me a lot. So my personal decision why I chose Christian music over mainstream music, over, I've seen so many things in my life. I mean, my short life, I'm still young, don't get me wrong, I don't think I know everything, but, I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen the way that God has worked in my life. I've seen, in different situations, things that He's done for me, and I'm so grateful. It's more out of gratitude, than anything else. I want to, I want to praise Him, for everything that He's done for me. So that's my only real explanation.
Here at Breath of Life, we're going to do an artist series. And this artist series, if we've talked about artists and the artistry of people like Shalea and Chris Willis and various other people, Nika Sampson, what we want to do is we want to strip down without all the accoutrement that comes with modern production, and we want the artist to shine through. If you think you're one of those artists, please send us a YouTube clip to info@breathofliferecords.com, and we're going to review all the material that comes in, and we're going to see who we think is the best artist. And you may get a spot on the artist series. So send us all of your information. We would love to check it out, and you may be that lucky person who gets a deal with Breath of Life Records. Rebekkah is short. Sorry, she'll kill me for saying that. She's like not short. She's just bite size, fun size, munchkin size. We actually, have a little dollhouse for her to keep in. She's all of 5'2". But it is amazing how that much voice can come out of that little package. And I tease her all the time because she has like all of these shoes with the heels are like this tall. And when we go into adjust the mic height, if she doesn't have her shoes on, all of a sudden it drops 4 or 5 inches. But it's the cutest thing in the world.